see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. The Owls will get this season underway as toe meets leather. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Kansas offense will have the football first. Send the tight end in motion. On the move. Runs through the tackle. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. To the air. It's Marshall. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings. And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. The Jayhawks brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. He splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Owls offense has its first opportunity of the day. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this. and he has never played against competition like this either, David.
No, it's crazy. And that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Power football with the run. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. Guys, let's talk about Florida Atlantic. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Finds the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Let's go. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The play action fake. Here's a heat. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Owls.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Kansas offense returns to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Using the quick game. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Working on the right. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Jayhawks are threatening in the red zone. They'll give it to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
The Jayhawks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Might be looking to run. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive.
There he goes. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Guided out of bounds, they'll mark him down at the 14. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Jayhawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Lets it go to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man. Just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Absolutely center cut. That brings him to within 1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. San Diego State was able to come away with a hard-fought victory inside Snapdragon Stadium. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Third down play from the gun. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, it's out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Calls his own number. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's McCoy.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
With the catch, it's Smith. And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Zimmerman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
To the air on first down. Sets up the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Get set, get set.
Caught over the middle. It's Barry Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Owls are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Jayhawks are in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Marshall. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Throws to the back. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking down the middle. Fires it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to the big tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. He's got it. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Scanning the field, it's Marshall. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
And he's still running after the move. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burks. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. It's good. Easy call for the ref. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Jayhawks will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I can...
That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Look out, he's got room.
The returner is tackled down at the 42, and the Kansas offense will take over.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route. By the time he got his head around, the ball was already there. He just wasn't able to stab it.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Complete to the right. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Jayhawks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, running back gets to give. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He's going for the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Jayhawks. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. To throw, it's Marshall. And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Kansas, 22. Florida Atlantic, 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Returner brings it out.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
Then try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in down the sideline. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Jumped on top of the pile. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
Punt is on its way. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Marshall. He's got an open man. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The give to Davis. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. We're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The Jayhawks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
All by himself down the middle. Inside the 40. The 30. The 20. 10. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Turning it on. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Pulls and fires complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oregon State somehow, some way, found a way there in Corvallis and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from minutes.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He's going up top here late in the game. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. The Kansas offense returns to the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best.
There he goes. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll ride Davis here. The Jayhawks get enough for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Marshall. Throws to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Jayhawks line it up with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
17.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football.
Lofts one high and deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But you drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
The short hands, it's Zimmerman. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. They brought the heat and they get him on the ground. And a fourth down sack stops this drive cold.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it. But now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Gets the first himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first